Hey, Spirit Halloween fans, so we now have the new wave revealed for the Animatronics lineup for 2025, and we have quite a few to talk about. Initially, I did not talk about the Art the Clown or the Trixie animatronic, simply because it wasn't part of like an actual wave reveal yet or anything like that. I wanted to wait until they actually did one of their promotions on social media where they do the train stop thing, just because it makes more sense to me that way to do it. But now we have a grand total of 8 animatronics to talk about in this video, so let's not waste any more time and jump right into it.
It's a terrifying Christmas, let horror fill your heart. You hear footsteps, that's not Santa, it's a jolly clown named Art. He's a Miles County legend, with a smile that brings a chill, on a journey to outdo himself and top his latest kill. He'll melt your
Alright, so the first one that we have here is a 6'3" Art the Clown Santa Claus variant animatronic from the Terrifier 3. Now, I've never really watched the Terrifier movies. I think I watched one of them, but I can already tell you that this one's going to have a fair audience. This one is definitely going to have a lot of people wanting it. It's really cool looking animatronic. Granted, it seems to just be a reskin of the previous one for a more Christmas theme, but that's fine. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are going to get him as a 2-for-1 special. One being for the Halloween season, and then the second one being for the Christmas season. He'll fit right in there. I think it'll be really cool for people that like to celebrate both of those with a lot of style and like to decorate for both Halloween and Christmas. And at $269.99, it doesn't seem like too bad of a price tag, especially considering the fact that he has 6 sayings. I mean, 6 sayings is a lot considering how many sayings some of the other ones have had so far. That's quite a lot. But yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy outside of that. It is, like I said, a reskin of the previous Art the Clown animatronic, it looks like. I could be wrong on that, but it just seems to be the same motion. Overall, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be interested in him, and he will have a lot of purchasers.
Nobody gave me any candy. And now I'm really angry. All better now.
Next up, we have the 5'5" Trixie animatronic costing $199.99, and honestly, I really like the looks of this one. I think this one's going to be very creepy. It's one of those jump scares that you kind of have in there as sort of a background piece almost. Not exactly a background piece, but it's not a highlighted piece, if that makes sense. It does heavily remind me of the Dark Princess / Dagger Mike animatronics, though. My Dark Princess is slightly modified because I bought one of their like $10 plastic knives they have there, painted some like red stuff on it to make it look like it had blood, and then attached that knife to her left hand. So it kind of already has that Trixie, feel to it, which is really cool. But this one has a lot of new stuff going for it. I mean, you have that bag that covers the knife, which I think is really cool. It adds a surprise to the knife. And then you have her mask, which flips up when the whole thing goes up. I really like that. I think that's actually really cool. The prop being only 5'5", I think that makes sense considering the fact that this one would definitely scare children more than adults. So having it be around the same size as a lot of children will probably work better than being too much bigger than them. I mean, at that point, it's not really going to have that same effect. So I think the size works really well. And it does have 4 sayings. Now, one thing I will note is that it seems from the product videos that I've seen that people have already bought her, the all better now quote at the end here, if nobody gave me candy now I'm angry, the all better seems to have been removed. I'm not entirely certain if that's the case or what the case is. I know some people in the comment section of various videos weren't exactly happy with the all better now, and a fair amount of people in general weren't happy with her audio at all, which I'm not really sure I can see because I kind of like her audio. I think she's a little bit creepy, but either way, I really hope the all better now is not removed because I think that completes that saying completely. I love that so much. But either way, this is definitely going to be one of those props that you don't have as a main focal piece, but it definitely helps complete the entire setup, and I can definitely see myself getting it. If anything, though, it will be a last-minute purchase.
Whoa, Come on! I'll give you one free throw! Then it's my turn to throw a knife at you!
Next up, we have the 4'6" Bullseye animatronic, costing $249.99, and this one does look really unique. I like the idea behind this one. I think the concept is cool. Overall, it definitely has the high energy aesthetic to it, and it makes you feel like you're walking into a carnival, which I think is exactly what they were going for, which means it's obviously a successful animatronic. Am I going to get it? Definitely not. It does not fit my theme. But honestly, just from the looks of it, I like the high energy that it brings. For a lot of people, I'm sure it'll fit right into the haunt. It does seem like it costs a little bit more than it should maybe for what it does. Granted, it does seem like it's a bit of a unique, animation, but still. And I will say that it having 4, sayings with carnival music, that ain't too bad. That's not bad at all. The big speculation that I saw at the beginning before, we saw any animatronic was what the material of that board itself is going to be. So here are the materials on the description page. But overall, I am just not going to get this prop. It doesn't fit my theme at all, but it is cool. So the next one we have is the 3'4" Sam animatronic from Trick or Treat. And this one cost $249.99, which means I can really only see people who are a fan of Trick or Treat getting this one. Because this one does cost a fair amount, considering its size. Granted, it has an LED projector in the back, which this is the first time I think I've seen a prop having an LED projector since the Regan animatronic from The Exorcist. So it's really cool to see the LED projector idea come back. I do wish more props would use that, because that is a really cool idea to have a projection behind it. And this one projects the rules of Halloween, so that's pretty cool. But the big downside is that it only has one saying to it. So that is a big downside in my opinion. And the size of it overall, I really do feel like it's just going to come down to fans of Trick or Treat buying it. Not to mention, it really just bobs its head side to side. That's really all the movement it does, so it's nothing crazy at all. So I definitely won't be getting it, but I'm curious if any of you will be.
You have a beautiful head.
Yes, it will complete our collection nicely.
Don't be afraid. Come closer. Take a candy.
And let's carve up some fun this night. Our treats are crafted from your darkest nightmares.
Next up, we have 6'2" Headcase Harry. This one costing $269.99. I can kind of see the justification for this price. This one is a pretty cool looking animatronic. I like the design a lot. I think the face having like the 2 heads is really interesting, especially with that eyeball in the direct center between the 2 of them. That's a solid placement for the eye. I like the fact that both heads talk and not just one, and the fact that one of the arms moves and it holds the knife in it. I think that is super cool. Overall, I mean, this prop does seem to be a unique one, and it has a couple of sayings here. It has like 4 sayings, so it's not just like 1 or 2. It has a few, and because of that, I think it helps the price tag. There does seem to be a fair amount of movement with this one. The head's turning, the arm moving, the mouths themselves moving when they talk. I mean, there is a fair amount of movement in this one. I can easily see the price justification. Will I be getting it? No, because it's not going to fit my theme, but I can definitely see a lot of people getting it and enjoying it.
Shh! Do not venture any further. There will be no escape.
Next up, we have the 6'8" Lantern Keeper animatronic. This one costing $229.99. And honestly, this one doesn't look too bad at all. I can understand why some people were excited for this one and looking forward to seeing more. It does look really cool. The pumpkin head itself looks really demonic, which I appreciate heavily. The hat itself helps fit it real nicely. The lantern itself swaying and not just being a completely static item really sells it quite a bit. And honestly, I like the fact that it sways because it helps bring it to life just that much more. The movement itself does remind me slightly of the Art the Clown animatronic, which I'm not too sure how I feel about. It feels a little bit lacking in the motion department. But the sayings themselves are, pretty cool at least, and they are a little bit creepy. Although, to be honest, both of the shh comments remind me immediately of the Avenged Sevenfold live in the LBC concert where M. Shadows starts Critical Acclaim off with shh. Like, it just immediately reminds me of that. But honestly, this prop itself looks really cool. I can definitely see a lot of people wanting it. It just looks really creepy. And especially if you're going for a theme that will fit him perfectly, for $229.99, it's not bad at all. So I'm curious if any of you are going to be getting your hands on him. But personally, I just won't be. He doesn't fit my theme at all.
Hi there. Are you lost? Don't worry. I know all the secrets of this creepy place. But beware. You don't want to fall in an open grave.
Now we have the 5'2" Grave Dancer animatronic, costing $189.99. This one I really like the looks of. This is definitely going to be a solid background animatronic, but to be honest, with my haunt, this might be a centerpiece. Originally, I was planning on having Demonic Gatekeeper welcoming people to the haunt, but I kind of feel like, especially where I plan to place my cemetery portion of my haunt, this one feels like it'll be more of a greeting prop than the Demonic Gatekeeper. So I'm definitely going to be getting this one, but I like the looks of this one. The motion itself is ever so slightly lacking. It is just rotating back and forth, but I feel like if it tried to do anything more, it might topple over because of gravity. But it also doesn't need to have crazy motion. I mean, it's a girl balancing on the top of a tombstone. You really can't do anything crazy if you're, balancing on the top of a tombstone like that, so it works really well. It has 4 phrases which do seem to be kind of creepy. I really like the one that they demoed because it really does have a creepy tone to it, and I like the fact that it changes to a deeper, creepier tone. I like when they do that. That is just extra creepy. And honestly, I didn't know a thing about this prop. If I'm honest, didn't even know that this one was going to exist. But now that I have seen it, it is definitely on my priority list, at least on the lower half of the priority list. It probably will get bumped up, especially considering what my theme is. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting this one, and if you guys are too, let me know in the comments below.
I have risen from the dark pit of despair. It burns inside me.
And now, last but not least, we have the 6'10" Fire Demon animatronic. This one costing $309.99. This is honestly a lot more than I was expecting it to cost. I was expecting maybe $250 at most, but judging by the prices of a lot of the other props, it kind of makes sense. It is absolutely horrifying, and I love the looks of it. It will definitely be scaring kids. It reminds me heavily of this one prop that I cannot remember the name of, but the motion just has that similar feel to it, where it just opens its arms like that and reveals what's inside, except instead of, a person being inside, it's just his terrifying face with the flames, which is really, really cool. And I don't know if there's a fog machine that's included or if that's just a demo video, them having the fog there, but it definitely looks like fog will enhance his visuals overall. Now, with the price tag, I don't think I can justify myself purchasing this one. This feels like a prop that I would get at the very last second if I have an extra $300 to spend on it. Now, it'll also help if it isn't excluded from the 20% off, discount things that we can get usually. But honestly, I really like this one. It does have 4 sayings, which is really helpful, and the sayings do seem to be fairly creepy, which really does add to it quite a bit. But I just personally, like I said, can't justify the $300 price tag for it, and I don't know how perfectly he would fit into my setting, especially with all the other ones that already seem like they'll fit perfectly. But I'm curious if any of you are planning to get this one, especially considering all the hype that was generated for him when he originally leaked. So let me know in the comment section below. But that is going to do it for this video. Overall, a pretty solid wave from Spirit Halloween. I did enjoy it quite a bit. I'm curious what you guys have for thoughts, so put them down in the comment section below. Which animatronics were your favorites and why? And if you enjoyed this video or found it informative in any way, feel free to hit that like button. And if you would like to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button as well. But until next time, thank you for watching. I have been your host, Ty. Hope to see you in the next video.